Alright, hello and welcome back to Let's Play yet another no-name MAME game. Today's no-name MAME game is, of course, Ladybug. So let's jump right in. And right away, you're probably thinking Pacman. And as I'm eating this, you're probably thinking Pacman. Yeah, it's, well, I dare say not based on Pacman, but, like Pacman, there are certain little additions. Like, you see the skulls? Yeah, they kill you. Figured that out in sound test. You've got all of these crazy, wacky little pellets you can get. Like, it's not like Pacman where there's just one pellet. And as I've recently discovered, you've got these little doors. Which is good, because you have the single big baddie in the middle. Oh, there are multiple of them. It's gonna be awkward. But at the same time, I mean, it feels a lot easier than Pacman, because, I mean, it gives you, like, some time in the beginning to just trapped him in the same place where I was. Not good. But it seems like it'd be a little different, a little less, or a little more relaxed relative to Pacman. Just because, I mean, you get this, like, free time in the beginning to explore around, to take what you want. And, I mean, even if you die, then you get, like, more of this nice, happy free time, and then all of the... Are the bad bugs in the middle faster than me? Because that would significantly change the dynamic from Pacman, because the thing about Pacman was, like, the ghosts weren't necessarily faster than him, they were just more relentless, and there were more of them, and they worked as a team. Oh, and our antagonist has changed. I'm not sure what it is now, but it's frighteningly reminiscent of DNA, oh god. Oh yeah, I think he is, like, a lot faster than the Ladybug. That's, dare I say it, not fair. Although it does seem stupid enough to not be able to use the green doors, so that's always a plus. The skulls kind of break up the action, I guess. Like, you can't just fly around, like, randomly however you feel like and grab all the power pellets you run into. Just because you might accidentally run into a skull and end your life, you know, in a classy way. Ooh, that was it. Man, have you ever noticed, like, some companies, it's like, yeah, they put cute little clever things in for the name entry screen. Not Universal. Universal set all the scores. Actually, Universal, I wonder if it's at all related to Universal Studios. And given the old Wild West days of the arcade, anything's possible. It could even be true. Probably isn't, but it could even be true. Hey, oh, jeez. My hand, it just went left. It just knew that there was something there. Maybe it's also because that's where the power pellets are in Pacman, so it's like you go from Pacman to this, and then you're just like automatically getting all of the special items, and then you're like, wait a minute, no, that's bad. And then you get the game over screen. Let's see. Okay, so the nice green timing bar on the side, that's the timer for the release of our, well, friends in the center. It's actually not that great a way to show it, because, I mean, you have to look around the screen. Well, okay, so you're playing the game, but then the timer's, like, completely all the way around the screen. Oh, this is not supposed to do, you're not supposed to do this. Oh, god. Oh, jeez. And then I have to, like, BS my way over to this one little pellet. It's definitely doable because these bugs aren't faster than you, but it's just a pain. Just because there are so many, and you've got that extra pressure where if you're too slow, then they get even more friends. I mean, you think Pacman was bad. This game can just get downright relentless, and with bugs being released like every now and then, you can never quite work your way to the center thing. And you don't even have invincibility. So, I mean, I'm assuming, of course, this game came out after Pacman, but I can only hope that, like, the people who made this, they saw Pacman and they were like, not hardcore enough. Let's make this hardcore. And then they made this. Oh! Ah, the skulls work both ways. Well, those stupid bugs, they're gonna get theirs. Greed will cost you, bigga! Geckos eat bugs, right? Maybe if you're a bug, you shouldn't follow the advice of a gecko. Oh, there he goes. don't know, I feel like you'd be better served with like a timing bar that was like more horizontal and more toward like the top of the screen or something. Maybe it could like flash red when a bug's about to be rolled. Those are front-paying manises, huh? The T-Rexes of the bug kingdom. Some of those words don't quite make sense together. All in all, I mean, one really cool thing about this game, though, is just how smooth it is. I mean, you're looking at that ladybug, and it's doing, like, exactly what you want it to. In fact, I dare say this is even smoother than Pacman. So in a way, it would be a little disingenuous to call this a Pacman clone, when this game might even be better than Pacman. I don't know, that's a pretty contentious statement. But, I mean, this game's definitely got what you'd want. It's got that hardcore arcade mechanics. It's got smooth, nice action. It's got a clear premise and bad guys and lives and all of that. Dang. Well, at least I set a score. Oh, God. 12. Points for... Oh, come on. Oh, I have to... Well, points for creativity, but... Well, okay. I mean, this is the weird name entry screen, but... I mean, it's not so bad. I mean, you can actually, like, see what letters you want to go to and go through them, and you can actually, in theory, be a little faster than just typing through them all yourself. So, I mean, it looks really weird. It's a little cool. I mean, I don't like that if you're slow going through the letters, then it just goes twice, and then you have to figure out the clear buttons, which, yeah. Although, that being said, I mean, if you set a high score, you're probably good enough to be able to figure out this name entry screen, so maybe that's moot point. Oh, did I get more points for running over the letters? That would be hilarious. Well... Actually, this is, like, I've never seen a game do a name entry screen yet where it's, like, the character actually goes through the letters like this, so... I mean, Universal, they were really pulling out all the stops for this game. I mean, they were just, like, making this game, like, as good as they could. I mean, you see a name like Ladybug, and it's like, you just intuitively know it has to be from the 80s, it has to be a little rough looking, it has to be not so fun, but then you play it, and you're like, this is pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. I mean, I wonder, though, how much it gets dinged just for, like, having an arcade mechanic reminiscent of Pacman and released at the same time period. I mean, I personally would definitely give this guy enough points just because it's original enough. It's not totally original, but at the same time, it reinvents the formula, like, so well, so convincingly. It could pass. What else do we have going on here? Not a whole lot. I mean, you've got weird arcane bonuses at the top, which I'm sure you unlock by playing well. But... yeah, just overall, solid game. Well, there are special things at the top, so who knows, maybe there's a special mode flying around. I guess if there's one maybe knock against this game, it's that it's hard, but I mean, if you're really into arcade games from this period, it's like you kind of have to just live life accepting that. I mean, the bugs in the middle are... I don't know, they kind of form a tightrope balance between the ghosts of Pacman and not. Because, I mean, you do get the free periods like this where you're, like, completely invincible, but at the same time, if you take too long, then you can be really overrun. Whereas the Pacman ghosts, they get better and better position as they go along, but they don't ever necessarily completely dominate you, so... yeah. Oh, game over already? This game is pretty hard. Huh. Well, Ladybug. You wouldn't think it just looking at it, but it's actually a really good game. Oh, if you spell words, then you unlock bonuses. I always hated that because not only do you have to focus on playing the game, then you additionally have to focus on getting the right things in the right order, and you have to focus on everything and everything and everything, and then it's just a little overwhelming. Still. But I mean, yeah, I guess there's mechanics in there, even for the most hardcore, just waiting in there. So even if you think you're good, can you spell extra all the way? Actually, yeah, spelling extra would be really impressive just because there's no R and A, or X. Yeah, spell extra without three of the letters in extra. That's how you know you're pro. Well, on that note, this cat's got a scat.